Now that we have our user list up and running and we can see which users our current user is following, to add the functionality to actually send a tweet. Now we could do this on a separate activity, but it's a pretty simple function, so I'm just going to do it by an alert dialog. So we're going to need a new menu and we're going to have an option in that menu to send a tweet. And while we're there, we'll add a logout function as well. So let's add in a new menu. You'll have to add the menu directory into the resources folder if you don't have one already, and then File, New, Menu Resource File, and we'll call this the tweet menu. There we go, and then we'll add the two options. So we'll have an item with an ID of tweet and a title of tweet. And then underneath we'll have an item with an ID of logout and a title of logout. There we go. And then back to our main activity 2, and we'll add the necessary menu items. We'll start with on create options menu. And this is where we create our menu inflator, which is a new menu inflator. And then we take our menu inflator and we inflate. And the menu layout that we want to use is r.menu.tweetMenu. And we want to use the menu that's just been inflated, i.e. the main menu. Oh, and I forgot to add a context of this for the main activity, or main 2 activity. And then on options item selected, and we'll just use a quick if statement to see if item.getItem ID is equal to r.id.tweet. Then we need to do our tweet code, which I'll write in a minute. Else, if item.getItemID is equal to r.id.logout, then we'll create a new intent. Which will be a new intent in the application context. Jumping to main activity .class, and then we'll start the activity to run the intent. And of course, don't forget to actually log out. There we go. So for the tweet, as I mentioned, we're going to use an alert dialog. So if you remember, it's been a while since we've used these, but we use alert dialog.builder. I'll call it builder, and this is going to be a new alert dialog builder using this as the context. Then we'll use builder and set the title. That will be send a tweet. And then we're going to create and edit text that we're going to put into our alert dialog. So this is going to be where the user will type the contents of their tweet. So I'll call it tweet content edit text. It's going to be a new edit text with a context of this. And then we'll set the view of the builder to be the edit text. There we go. So the contents of the alert dialog will now be just that edit text. But of course we'll also need our OK and cancel buttons. So we'll set the positive button, which will be send, and we'll need a new dialog interface on click listener. And for now, I'll just log the contents of the tweet to make sure we're getting those right. So that's tweet content edit text dot get text. Oops. Dot to string. And then we'll add the negative button. So set negative button, and this is going to have the text cancel. And again, we'll have an on-click listener, which will just cancel the dialog. So dialog interface dot cancel. And then finally, we'll show our alert dialog. All right, so let's have a quick look. Obviously, if this is all working, the final thing that we need to do is actually send this via our parse server rather than just display it in the logs. And here we go. So we're following Tommy and Ralphie as before. And now we're going to click in the menu and tweet. And then we've got our alert dialog. Send a tweet. So hi there, and then send. And you can see it did indeed get displayed in the logs. And just to check, if we cancel, that just closes it down and doesn't do anything. Great. So now, all we need to do is send that via parse. So it's just going to be a parse object. Call it a tweet. And this is going to be a new parse object with a class of tweet. So pretty straightforward, this class. We're just going to need the username and the tweet content. So tweet.put and then username. And that's going to be the current user. So parse user.get current user.get username. And similarly, the tweet itself will be tweet content edit text dot get text dot to string. And then we take our tweet and we save in the background with a new save callback. And then we'll just do a quick check to make sure E is null. And if that's the case, we'll toast tweet sent successfully. And very quickly, if it's not, we'll send a toast saying tweet failed, please try again later. All right, and that should do it. So let's give it a try. And here we go. So let's send a tweet again. I'll send the hugely original hi there. And it looks like it's been sent successfully. Superb. Let's just go over and refresh our parse dashboard. Again, we'll need a full screen or full page refresh here. And there we go. There's our tweet. And you can see we've got hi there and we've got the username of Rob. Superb. So that's as far as we wanted to get with this video. We now have the ability to follow, unfollow people, and send a tweet. Of course, sending a tweet is not much good unless anyone else can actually read it. So our final video is going to be putting this together and allowing users to see a list of all the tweets that the people that they're following have sent. We'll do that in the next video.